Alright, so this is a video I was not anticipating making, but I just got off of a 2-hour live stream where every other fucking comment was people asking me to talk about Tana, talk about Tana, talk about Tana and Idubbbz, talk about Tana and the N-word. Jesus Christ, fine. So I kind of said I wouldn't do this because I hate mob mentality on the internet. And I hate making a video that's technically late because this is an issue that kind of started about a week ago, but I feel like what I'm about to say in this video is different from what other people have said before. And also don't automatically dislike this video because of the title, okay? I'm not defending her actions, but rather fighting against the mob mentality that I just have grown to particularly detest on the internet. So Tana is a YouTuber who is mostly, I guess she does comedy. She does these storytime videos, and that's a whole other thing that I hate. I hate storytime videos because it's basically YouTubers greatly exaggerating things that happen in their life because their actual life isn't that exciting, I would know. But what has gotten her into a lot of shit lately is her, I guess, white guilt, honestly. She's been called a social justice warrior, and rightfully so.
Like, I can imagine how hard it is for African Americans that have to deal with fucking racism like this on a daily fucking basis. Like, where people leave comments about white privilege not being real. If you think that, like, I don't want supporters that think that. It's like white privilege is just, like, it's such a thing. People that lose their lives, the N-word turns into people losing their lives. Even if you're just mouthing it over rap songs, you are even minusculely adding to the problem that is white privilege and racism in this country. Guys, I don't want any one of you. I don't want any one of my African American followers. I don't want any one of the people that subscribe to me to ever feel unequal.
So basically what happened, if you guys haven't already heard, she had a meet and greet. Idubbbz was there. She didn't know Idubbbz was Idubbbz. If you don't know who that is, it's another YouTuber. He's very crass. He makes a lot of inappropriate jokes that I find hilarious because I'm not that PG. If you know anything about my channel, I don't normally make appropriate jokes either, so relatable. But he was at her meet and greet, and as they were taking a photo, he said this. Say nigger. That really triggered her. It really set her off and caused her to make a video ranting about this crazy guy she met at her meetup who said the N-word with a hard R as though it's not something that she's ever said before.
You know you're a stupid nigger, right? You fucking nigger!
And by the way, because of that clip, a lot of people are calling her a hypocrite, and I get it. But what she did do that actually really did piss me off the most was compare this interaction that she had with Idubbbz with Christina Grimmie, because apparently him saying that to her made her fear for her life. And if you guys don't know about Christina Grimmie, she's a YouTuber and she was a contestant on the show The Voice, and she was shot and killed at one of her meet and greets by a fan. So apparently Idubbbz saying something inappropriate to Tana made her feel that kind of a threat.
I don't know, each person that I meet, it's like I have open arms ready to meet them. They could have bad intentions and it sucks, and I don't really have like metal detectors or anything. And thinking about that now, and I don't even mean to like bring up Christina Grimmie like that or like relate my situation to hers because it's so different, but like I idolize that girl, I love that girl, I grew up watching her, and like she didn't have a metal detector and something super unfortunate happened to her, and it's like,
I mean, I can get over the victimization of herself, I can get over the social justice warrior aspect, but I'm gonna have a real hard time getting over that kind of a comparison. But she went on to make several videos crying about the backlash that she was getting on the internet. I don't think that she realized that this would become as big of a problem as it has. Now, she's said the N-word before with a hard R, she's made tweets about it, and I feel like she has learned from that because she did say, I don't know if it was a video or a live stream, but she did say that that was something that she learned from and is now, I think, overcompensating for, to be honest. And this is something that I can relate to. A lot of people who go through something in their life where they have to go from one strong ideology to another one, sometimes they overcompensate before they figure out who they are and kind of are at a reasonable middle ground. But yeah, anyways, I watched a lot of her videos crying about this whole situation, and it did get under my skin because she's very clearly playing the victim card, which is something that she's done in other videos. Like I said, she makes these storytime videos, which are bullshit, but that's something that a lot of YouTubers do, and I feel really sorry. Like, if you are a friend of mine that makes storytime videos, please don't hate me. But Tana made a storytime video once about a stalker. She gave out a lot of details of the stalker and was caught exaggerating these stories. And you know, from one person to another who has had stalker issues, like, I handled my issues legally. And whenever you begin handling things legally, a lot of times you can't broadcast to the internet or on YouNow or in a YouTube video, you can't talk about the details of your problem because now it's being handled legally and you can't just blabber about it online. So I don't know if she chose to not handle it legally, which is just dangerous, or if she just made up most of it. I don't know. But I do know that she made up some of it because she was reading from a comment that this stalker left her, and a lot of people found the original comment because they just Googled the first few sentences of what they said and found the original comment and compared it to what she read online and found that she just made up a bunch of shit to make it seem a lot worse, which is horrible. But like I said, that's what YouTubers do when they tell story times. You know what I've noticed? A lot of people who do story time videos, at the very end of it, they go, crazy, right? Things like, this legit happened, like seriously, crazy, right? Oh my god, this one time I went to a store and like they didn't have Cheetos and I was super pissed because I wanted Cheetos but they didn't have Cheetos, so I had to get Doritos instead, and then I was trying to check out and my credit card wouldn't work, and like just whenever I thought my whole trip could not get any worse at the grocery store, this guy walked in with an AK-47 and just started shooting up the place. Crazy, right?
My entire body, just every thought I had, like, left my being. I literally felt like a ghost.
Like, legit, that happened. I can't believe it happened. Seriously, crazy, right? So that was me exaggerating people exaggerating on the internet. Mind blown.
I hate when people say that, like, oh, like, slavery is dead, slavery is blah, blah, blah. There are still people that were once slaves that are still alive, that still walk in this country. They're human beings. You can Google it. They're 90 or something, but I mean, 90 years ago, that person was a slave.
Yeah, that's just not true. That's just not true. Making up shit again. Way to go. So the point in all of that was that she's not a novice to playing the victim card or exaggerating stories for a good YouTube video. Unfortunately, YouTube favors drama videos. You can make a video on a serious topic, but if you have a clickbait title and a clickbait thumbnail, you will get more views. And that's positive reinforcement right there, guys. If you don't want drama videos, if you don't want exaggerated videos, stop clicking on them because that's all you're gonna get. So in her defense, she's just doing her job. Idubbbz is doing his job, but I feel like you have to look at people's intent. Like in the case of Idubbbz, his intent was to troll her, and in that, he was extremely successful. Mission accomplished. In her case, her intent was to, I don't know if she had some guilt from how she used to act in the past or if she just felt it now, but I think her intent was genuinely to try to make people realize a problem. I feel like she actually felt bad about what happened and wanted to educate people or wanted to bring awareness to like some kind of cause. I don't know. But let me keep up with the title of this video. I did say I was going to defend her, and the biggest thing I want to say in her defense is that she's young. And I feel like I said before, if you were going to focus on somebody's intent, I don't feel like her intent was anything negative. I feel like she really was trying to, in her mind, do the right thing. I can relate in a sense because, for example, religion. I used to be very religious. And then I went through a phase, and you can see this in my older YouTube videos, where I just was so hateful and so negative and mean almost. I was just a mean, angry person because I was so mad at what religion had indoctrinated me into that I overcorrected and was overly angry, and now here I am. People might still describe me as that kind of a person, and maybe I overdo it a bit in videos, but in person I'm very calm, I'm way less angry and kind of content because I found out who I was. Same thing with animal rights and being a vegetarian. Whenever I first started, I went from eating meat and thinking there was nothing wrong with it and thinking vegetarians and vegans were stupid to overcorrecting and being this like kind of crazy vegetarian where it wasn't even good enough for me to be a vegetarian. I needed you to be a vegetarian, and if you weren't, then in my mind, I thought you were kind of a bad person and I judged you for it and I said mean things about it. I'm sorry, I was that person. But I overcorrected in a sense. And then I found myself kind of more in the middle where like I'm a vegetarian, actually I'm a pescatarian, and I don't really give a shit what other people do. Like I think it's great if you are a vegetarian or vegan, but I am not about to get in your face during dinner and tell you what you need to be eaten. A lot of people, whenever they go from one strong ideology to another ideology that's completely opposite, most of the times people overcorrect a little bit before they find out who they are and what they really believe. I feel like in Tana's case, she used to use the N-word frequently and didn't see a problem with it, and then kind of realized her mistake in that, overcorrected, and is now preaching to the internet about how they should be and how people should be and hating on other people and trying to almost put herself on some kind of pedestal and essentially virtue signal to the internet about how great she is and how wrong it is to use the N-word. On some level, she's right, and on some level, she's wrong because she's exaggerating. She's coming off as a social justice warrior, and it's too much. It's too much, and she deserves the backlash she's getting to a degree, but I wish people would stop making videos attacking her specifically. You know, like if you have a problem with what people are doing, talk about that. Like, I wish people wouldn't do blank, insert whatever it is that she did. But more people are excited to hate on her because she's a successful YouTuber. They'd rather put her name, her face in their titles and thumbnails because, hey, it's fun to hate people. I'm just gonna jump on that bandwagon. I'm just gonna add to the hate mob mentality that people have on the internet because that's fun. That's what's more exciting to people than actually proving her actions wrong. And that's so sad to me. But anyways, I know that I've ranted for a while and I know some people might disagree with this video, which is fine. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Like this video if you liked it, share it everywhere. All my social media links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!